Welcome back to the Cannon Boys. Today we're going to be talking about Sakamoto Days Season 2, Episode 1 through 3. How'd you feel about this 3-episode rush, man?
Well, I will say this. They finally got all the slow stuff out the way. And I will officially say that Season 2 is already better than Season 1. And it's only been 3 episodes.
Definitely starting off with a bang, man. First off, we get to see some of these Order members, and they ride in the car on the way to Loki start packing up these death row inmates. And honestly, they all kind of cold, especially that old man, because he's the first one. I think we haven't seen him for real.
Yeah, we haven't. We've been seeing him on manga panels, but this is the first time we actually got to see him like animated. So
he definitely he's the 1 and 2 in the GOAT debate, man. He probably MJ, Sakamoto might be LeBron.
Facts.
Because the way that boy was moving to kill that fly was insane. No lie. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about what actually happened in the first episode. We got this man, our psychic, our local psychic, and the Chinese lady. They over here in the middle of the pet store, just BSing, right? They're supposed to be getting some stuff for the shop, but you know, it's a pet store. They try to pet some animals, and one of the inmates pulls up on them expeditiously. Homie pulls up with a whole briefcase, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell could be in that? I thought he's about to pull out like the blick. Nah, he had an axe. He is a serial killer.
He immediately smacked homie with that axe, though.
Hey, man. Honestly,
he blocked it, but you did smack him.
Yeah, and honestly, I have no high hopes when it comes to the psychic. Because here's the thing. He's like a really good support fighter, but I feel like when it comes to fighting his own battles to the end, he's usually getting either really struggling or getting packed up.
And that's why they put him at D rank. A D plus. I don't know if it was a D or a D plus.
He just got a D.
Awful.
They even put the Chinese girl at him, man. They gave her a C at least, you feel me? But initially, I was really worried for him, and he was struggling. That man was low-key tearing him and her up. You know what I'm saying? But then at some point during the fight, because he couldn't read his mind, he was trying to block it out. Homie starts essentially locking it on himself and starts being able to see the future. And I was just sitting there like,
yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah, and then we find out that he can't really use it that long.
Yeah.
But they explain that in either episode 2 or 3 that the lady said he only can use it for about 5 minutes.
But here's the thing, though. 5 minutes is a long time.
It is. But that means you need to do it. You need to pack them up quickly. You got to do it in at least 2 to 3 minutes.
From my perspective, if the fight going longer than 5 minutes anyway, it's already too long.
That's why he is a D rank. Simple.
Hey, man, but with what he was moving, he low-key can handle that in 5 minutes because he pieced up home badly. As soon as he unlocked that, like he started moving like he had like hockey from One Piece. I was sitting there like, oh,
facts.
I've never seen you have this much aura in my life. It was tough. And then meanwhile, homegirl was over here on the floor, knocked out, right? She started drinking some pet store alcohol, which means it was probably rubbing alcohol, man. That must have tasted terrible.
But what made her want to drink that, though?
She's just an alcoholic, man.
I think so.
I don't know what else to say, because that's disgusting. I ain't even gonna lie. That would not be my first thing to think about.
Man, we did get Mafia drunk. That was disgusting.
For sure.
Disgusting.
Yeah, because she has, I guess she has different forms than what we're learning. Depending on what
4 different ones.
Yeah, maybe her state of mind. I don't know. But this one, hey,
straight hands. Top tier.
Straight hands, man. She was low-key a psycho. She was messing him up badly. I thought she low-key was about to kill him, and I was like, y'all ain't supposed to be doing that.
She stabbed him with that little shovel thing in his hand. I said, nah, get her out of here.
It was unhinged.
But yeah, they ended up knocking him out, and then they both fell asleep right after that. So,
and sadly, the Order got the credit for this one, because as soon as homie tries to go hijack outside, the Order member was sitting in the car, and I was just like,
it's his time.
Yeah. He was already
got packed up in the taxi.
It might not have been any different, honestly, even if he was in full health, but the way he was,
it wouldn't have been no difference.
It made it worse. I was like, yeah, you have no chance. But then after that, bro, we go into episode 2. Episode 2 starts off with them meeting up with Sakamoto, and they're at the hospital with this old lady, bro. This old lady, she low-key the GOAT, because they was talking about her like she had credit in the streets.
Yeah,
like,
I guess she has those god hands or something.
So she could save you from anything as long as you're not dead. I was like, all right.
She did say that. She said, as long as you're not dead, I got you. That is kind of hard.
That's tough as hell.
That's tough.
But she was hitting them with this like acupuncture, and also kind of explaining a couple of things just about how they fight, and also like what's going on with Sakamoto. And she gave Sakamoto the advice that he pretty much needs to like accept himself for who he is, because like he's trying to fight like somebody that he's not, right? Like he's like people trying to fight like they're in their prime when they're not anymore. And I was like, but she also knows he can low-key revert to his prime whenever.
Yeah.
But
she's a hater. That's what I think.
Hey, she locked this man straight into the platform, which we'll get to in episode 3, but it's crazy because apparently this man Sakamoto has a whole different type of potential that he didn't even know about. You feel me? Which is pretty tough. But then the rest of the episode goes to the order, man. And they're finally trying to pull up on one of the inmates because they find out that other homie killed one. So they're kind of in a competition, like who gets to kill the most inmates. And so homegirl that's always like dreary and she has like the gothic like wedding dress on. She pulls up to like the temple to pray to find one. And then homegirl that gives people hugs that stab through and pulls up. I was like, oh, this is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought some crazy stuff was about to go on. Like, because immediately as soon as the fight starts, she gets rid of her weapon. Because it's in this heavy ass suitcase. That girl's different. She was moving.
I'll tell you that fight was less than 5 minutes.
Hey, man.
I'll tell you that.
She was literally just beating her up. No weapon. Like the whole time. She wasn't sweating. It was crazy.
I think the only time she actually hit her for real is when she's like stabbed her through her hand, but she also pushed towards it on her hand and then kicked her right after.
And then after that, just started kicking the hell out of her. Yeah. All the way down the spot.
And then she grabbed the chainsaw and sliced her in half.
Yeah. How disrespectful, bro. Like, she kicked her to the weapon.
Disgusting.
It was crazy, man. So these order dudes right now, they low-key got the order on them, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like Sakamoto can probably tangle with them, but I don't think the rest of them are ready. Like, if the order full on was like, hey, we taking y'all out, Sakamoto the only one coming out of there. And even then, depends on if that old man there.
Yeah, if he's there, he might just slice everybody in one go. You know what I'm saying? But,
or apparently Nagamo.
I don't know.
Because Sakamoto got a B+ in the ranking. Nagamo was an S. I'm just saying.
Listen, I completely understand why he's an S now.
Because when that black dude pulled up on the shop, thought he was about to take out Sakamoto's wife, that was Nagamo right there. He know if that dude bad.
All I gotta do is say, he said count from the numbers of 1 to 10 or whatever. I don't know what the number was. And
it was 3.
Memphis spit out a 3. And what did he do?
Bro, pulled out a can opener.
Sliced his head open, man.
With a can opener.
Bro.
Hey, man. Bro. Nagamo different. He be playing like he's a gag character, but he gives me kind of Hisoka vibes, just without the creepy attitude towards children. You know what I mean? But he definitely just like obscene right now. Like obscenely fast, strong. And he got like different weapons he can use. Like his bag is crazy. He can shapeshift.
Yeah, and he did all that for Sakamoto because I guess he owed Sakamoto something.
Crazy, bro.
But worked out, I guess.
It definitely worked out. But yeah, after that, we essentially have like 2 of the death row inmates already dead. Well, actually 3. Dang, they only took him out all fast. It was like 2 episodes there. He took out 3 of them. And so the last one is this dude who can control strings.
Yeah.
He low-key the weirdest one.
Yeah, he was going crazy in episode 1 still, actually, when they showed him slicing up that random person that got packed up.
Put his body into organized pieces.
I know he's selling them pieces, bro.
Something gotta happen there, bro.
That was wild.
But he'd be talking about, I need to like be able to see inside of people to understand them.
Yeah, and then he went over to the dude with the reindeer mask, sliced him open too. On the phone, by the way.
We're just trying to manipulate him.
Disrespectful, bro.
Hey, honestly, I feel like out of all of them, he might be the one to survive because I feel like his character is the most interesting. His power set is kind of crazy, and he's actually very intelligent. You know what I mean? Only thing that might be his downfall is his extreme OCD. But like, I feel like the way he moves, he might be tight. And he was actually giving this man Sakamoto a run for his money. He was. Because Pisuke would have been out of there.
Hey man, if this man Sakamoto could have went to his skinny form, he would have had a chance. But watching him do those crunches really had me dead,
that was hilarious. And figuring out he couldn't do nothing because of it was crazy. But honestly, I feel like this is going to be cool for Sakamoto's growth. Because at this point, if he can get like pretty much back to his prime potential with the fast form.
Oh yeah.
And when he goes skinny, he might he might become the one.
He might be speeding the verse, man. That's all I gotta say. Might be able to see him at like show from Fire Force.
It's gonna be crazy. Maybe. It's gonna be crazy as hell. But honestly, these first 2 episodes are pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie. I'd probably give it like a 9.5, bro.
Agreed.
All the fights I feel like were a little bit like crispier. Than last season, and there was just like so many different characters doing so many different things. I feel like the Kaza character really feels alive right now. Everybody low-key making plays like one way or the other, and so we're just gonna have to see like how they're gonna be able to get to what they want at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because Sakamoto's still on the list. he's lower on the list because this man's slur is moving different. So it's gonna be interesting to see like if he works with the order more, or if the order ends up just being like you got to go to. But aside from that, man, y'all let us know what y'all thought about Sakamoto Days so far. This season's been exciting. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Peace.